How is coronavirus impacting your job at the moment? I was living in Shanghai with a great job and a great apartment. I visited a friend for a last-minute vacation in Taiwan when the virus hit China really bad. My job shut down and I was told not to come back to the country. They stopped paying me salary and housing stipend, even though it's illegal, and I've been stuck in Taiwan ever since trying to start a new life. I essentially lost all my stuff as I couldn't pay for the apartment anymore. Need to resort to teaching English, temporarily? To survive here. No end in sight and not sure what my future holds. It's a scary time and has been a rough month. I work retail. We're out of paper towels, wet wipes, hand sanitizer, toilet paper, and water. We're also quickly running out of baby food, canned goods, cereals, and bleach. I've also had some old boomer tell me she hopes I catch coronavirus and die because I couldn't magically pull a bottle of Germ-X out of my ass for her to buy. We got a message on the portal that sums down to, "Wash your hand, you dirty fucks." I work in the hotel industry. My hotel has lost hundreds of thousands of dollars of revenue between cancellations of leisure travel and business travel. We've seen cancellations all the way through June/July. We were tracking for a huge Q1, but now everything is up in the air. We're having to shuffle labor, so some of our hourly staff is losing shifts since we don't have the occupancy in the building to justify having the full staff in-house. It's a really scary time in my industry. All of the revenue managers in the city are having a collective panic attack. I went on holiday to Asia and my boss told me not to come to work for 3 weeks. Even though financially I'm screwed, these 3 weeks have been bloody marvelous. I work for Starbucks. We are no longer making drinks in personal cups and we have a timer set for every 30 minutes to tell everyone to wash their hands. I live in rural Michigan and work just over the border in Indiana, and so far the only thing that has changed is gas prices have gone down to just over $2. I'm a nanny in Seattle. Both parents are working from home, so the house has been chaos. I can't take the little one to all the usual activities, so he's getting cabin fever. Bright side, my hour commute has been reduced to 35 minutes because everyone else is working from home and there's no traffic. My ex-husband works at an airport. I deeply appreciate the fact that he doesn't come into my house anymore. I'm immunocompromised. When he drops off the kid, he just parks in the driveway and tells son to go inside and wash his hands. When we have to talk, we do it on the phone. He doesn't want any airport-related cooties to get on me. I work in healthcare in an area that's had an outbreak. It is certain I will be getting the virus. Just a matter of when. I work in a hospital. An email went out today telling us to involve the minimum number of staff for any patient on droplets/airborne precautions, no students, scribes, etc., to conserve mask supplies. They usually turn a blind eye to staff taking supplies home, but they're threatening disciplinary action now for anyone who takes masks/sanitizer. Someone stole the sanitizer off the secretary's desk today. We're encouraged to have a low threshold for calling in and use telemedicine when appropriate instead of coming to a doctor's office. They'll advance us 2 weeks of PTO if we don't have any. Which is all well and good, but they're not giving extra to us, just advancing it, and I'd much rather use PTO for vacation, so it's kind of a bummer since I'll almost definitely get it. Damn, that sucks. I feel your pain, dude. I was out on assignment for the company and they fired me for not showing up to the office. Well, no shit, I was out on assignment for the company. They canceled my flight, hotel, and company credit card. It was like they sent me on the assignment specifically to strand me in another country. Sued them and it took forever to get money back. I basically had a reset on my life. And this was in the US. I can't imagine how little protections you'll get having to fight China. Fuck overworkers. Edit. I can't believe people actually go through your account's history to try to discredit you. Who the fuck has the time or desire to do that? Get a life, you morons. In Seattle. Both parents are working from home, so the house has been chaos. I can't take the little one to all the usual activities, so he's getting cabin fever. Bright side, my hour commute has been reduced to 35 minutes because everyone else is working from home and there's no traffic. That are not imminent death. Emergency. Emergent. Meaning it must be dealt with now. Traumas. Broken bones. Poisonings. Severe pain. Sudden high fever. Altered consciousness. Severe persistent vomiting. Anything that can't wait for the next urgent care or regular doctor's visit. Most of these conditions are not promptly fatal. That said, coughs and runny noses can fuck off. Flu-like symptoms with fever over 103 for 36 plus hours? Different story. Developer, so no real change here. But I was scheduled to go to a conference at the end of the month. The company has cancelled travel even though the conference is still going on. Paranoid personality and has been talking more about coronavirus. He's been offering us some weird holistic medicine, which I get has good intentions, but it's kind of funny how worried he is. Doctors that own a practice in the US. We had a meeting to determine that if we shut down for weeks when this gets to our section of the Midwest, do we pay the employees? We all decided yes, so we are all putting more money in savings so our 34 employees still get full payroll even if we close. If we close, no inflow of money to the practice, so the money has to come from somewhere. So much for getting ahead on my student loans, but I'm pretty sure 2 to 3 weeks of no pay will hurt my staff more than it would hurt me. I bet the local hospital will just screw over their staff and send them home without pay.